Welcome to Politically Animated, and welcome to New York City, where dreams are made, rent is insane, and now, the jail cells come with a view of Central Park. That's right, folks, NYC is out here doing the most. They're building a skyscraper jail, because apparently, even the criminals in this city deserve luxury real estate. Now, before you ask, yes, this is real. No, it's not a joke. And no, they're not putting a Starbucks on the first floor. Although, let's be honest, it's NYC, so it's probably coming. Picture this, a 300-foot tall building that's half glass, half steel, and 100% taxpayer funded. If you squint hard enough, it looks like a modern art exhibit. If Banksy had designed it, we'd probably all call it rehabilitation chic. I mean, who needs Alcatraz when you can have the Rikers penthouse collection? Imagine being locked up, staring out your cell window, thinking, damn, is that the Empire State Building? Meanwhile, someone on the 15th floor is asking if room service is included with their sentence.
Construction brings change to the block. Crews are tearing down the old jail facilities in Chinatown on Center Street to build a new one. It's part of the plan to close Rikers Island. The next door neighbor is Chung Pa.
So this jail, it's going to go in this hole right over here behind me, but it's not just any old jail. It's actually going to be the tallest jail in the entire world. And when it's finished, it'll resemble a massive tower, becoming another part of New York City's iconic skyline. However, residents say this monumental construction project won't just make their neighborhood less safe, but it's actually destroying the foundations of buildings nearby, which could mean that while inmates get a new place to stay, people who live around here end up losing their homes permanently.
It's going to disrupt this entire neighborhood.
He chose Chinatown to be in a decade of dust with the construction of the tallest jail in the world.
Back in 2017, the city laid out a plan to close Rikers by 2027 and open a jail in every borough except Staten Island.
Chang Pui Lin and her neighbors have had a tough year since demolition started. They shared these images from inside. They're worried about cracks in the walls.
Rikers Island, New York's massive jail complex, just a few miles from Midtown Manhattan and scene of a humanitarian crisis.
What are some words you'd use to describe Rikers Island?
Hell, plain and simple.
NBC News recently obtained more than 100 hours of surveillance video from inside Rikers. Scenes like this and an inmate-organized so-called fight night where some detainees were forced to participate.
It is an exterior concrete wall with cinder blocks popping out of place. The building owner says the result of demolition happening at the mega jail site in Chinatown, a jail no one in the neighborhood wants.
On NYC priorities, here's the kicker. This skyscraper jail is gonna cost $8.3 billion. That's billion with a B. Meanwhile, the subway smells like regret, Times Square is a mosh pit of Elmos, and your average NYC apartment doesn't even have enough space for a bed and a chair. But sure, let's give felons access to city views that even real estate agents can't afford to market. Prison amenities. Rumor has it, this isn't just any old prison, it's a state-of-the-art detention facility. Translation, the cells come with IKEA furniture, and there's probably a rooftop yoga class at 5 p.m. Don't forget to bring your orange jumpsuit and your downward dog, cause, of course, New Yorkers are divided on this one. Some say, we need this to replace the horrors of Rikers. Others are like, why not just fix the system instead of making it taller? Meanwhile, I'm just over here wondering, is this part of the Monopoly board now? Go directly to jail, but make sure it's the one with valet parking. Imagine the Zillow listings 20 years from now. For sale, 1 BR, 1 bath, former maximum security cell with exposed brick and stainless steel bars. Asking $3.2 million. No parking included.
So, as construction on the world's tallest jail continues, people are wondering what building it will accomplish, other than terrifying those who see it into straightening up and reforming their lives. But even though this construction project is wreaking havoc on nearby buildings, what nobody's talking about is that after this jail's done, that's when the issues for this neighborhood are just going to be getting started. And the timing couldn't be any worse, because ever since 2020, Chinatown has been fighting a losing battle for survival, with many of its formerly bustling commercial districts now reeling from lost economic activity that's just starting to come back, but may soon vanish again, this time forever, after Manhattan's congestion pricing tax on cars goes into effect, a tax local advocates say could really hurt this neighborhood, which relies on vehicular traffic for the local businesses down here and also for the tourist traffic that may stop coming in the future. And then there will be this massive jail, an infrastructure project no neighborhood wants, which will not only be a gigantic eyesore, but represents another move by the city to dump one of its undesirable projects in a neighborhood that locals say continually gets passed over when it comes to government-funded affordable housing projects many of the middle-income residents here could benefit from. Which brings us to the real reason why building the world's tallest jail in the middle of a massive population center could be a bad idea. It might make things worse for everybody who's not in jail, especially since this project is only happening because New York City's horrific Rikers Island facility is set to be closed down. A facility which has a history of doing great damage to those it houses, something people in Chinatown do not want imported to their neighborhood. And as you're about to see, the construction of this massive facility, it's causing so many problems for the immediate neighborhood down here that by the time it's completed, some of these buildings may not even still be here.
So there you have it, folks. Only in New York City could they take the concept of incarceration and make it bougie. If nothing else, this is proof that NYC is always ahead of the curve, even when it comes to jailing people. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to figure out if I can book a tour of this place before it opens. Who needs to visit the Statue of Liberty when I can see the rooftop rec area instead? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on NYC's new Skyscraper jail. Would you serve time there, or should they just turn it into a hotel already? Let me know below.